Good morning. So I'm gonna be just doing my makeup, and I'm gonna play a podcast in the background. So I hope y'all enjoy. And let me know if you have any comments down below about any of the products that I'm using. I'm playing the Because I Love You podcast by Bria Jones, and I listen to it on YouTube and also YouTube. I listen to it on YouTube and Spotify. Y'all forgive me, it's 5 a.m. and I'm super tired, but I'm up and trying to get ready so I can film the review video for y'all and the devotional. So stay tuned to see what product is getting reviewed today. And I'm playing this from my iPad, so I hope y'all can hear it.
Time management is making you ugly. Now that I have your attention, you guys, you click.
Let me start it over.
Lack of time management is making you ugly. Now that I have your attention, you guys, you clicked in the video, you saw the title, okay? I am not calling you ugly. I'm saying that there are things we could do to make ourselves hotter, smarter, better, faster, stronger. You know, if you don't want to be ordinary, you're gonna have to be a little more extraordinary. And that honestly just means doing things that the general population isn't doing. It's really not that hard today because the general population loves convenience, loves ease. And if you decide to get a little strategic and a little okay with a little discomfort, you will be light years ahead. And I'm not saying this in a competitive way, like be better than everyone around you. I'm just saying be better to the point that you can set yourself up in life to have that soft life that we all deserve and be like hot as fuck while doing it. Okay, let's get into it because I really think that when it comes to seeing people have more than what you want or seeing people achieve the goals that you want to achieve and letting that little comparison monster get the best of you, what we fail to realize is there is literally no difference between you and the people that you look up to. None whatsoever. The only difference is that they're probably more organized. They probably have more money. They probably have more resources. If you can check one of those boxes, you can also set yourself up for success. You can set yourself up to be the best version of yourself. You can set yourself up to finally hit your fitness goals. Okay, you don't have to continue to go through the cycle of just like not hitting the mark. It really comes down to finding a system that works for you and sticking with it long enough so that you can finally see the results. Let's get over the fact that nothing happens overnight except for Amazon packages. Your success is not overnight. I love you so much, but 99% of us will never be an overnight success. And why would you want to be? The joy is in the journey. So let's talk about how we can organize our life and actually take control of our time so that we can be the hottest versions of ourselves, so that we can finally achieve the goals we want to achieve. It's all about organization, I'm telling you. Welcome to the Because I Love You podcast. My name is Bria Jones. Hey, 75K Club, you guys have been turning up in the comments. Thank you so much for that. The 75K Club is my group of online besties who show up relentlessly every Monday and tune in and watch through these videos and listen to these podcast episodes because it is the simplest way to support this podcast for free. So thank you so much if that's you tuning in and commenting and sharing and just watching. Like seriously, your watch time is support. So thank you. 75K Club. Roll call. All right, let's get into how we can get better with this time management thing. So I'll put it plainly for you. Most of you are stunting your own potential because you are wasting your own time. Time is currency. Time is a luxury. It really is. And what we have to realize is that you do have time. you don't know how to manage it, and we have the same 24 hours in a day as Beyonce, so I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Time management just means maximizing your hours, the ones that you do have. And here's the thing, my goal with helping you to maximize your time is not to make you busy. It's actually to make you have a more balanced life so that you can have more free time because you're being more efficient and you're being more structured with your time. There was a point where I thought that I was incompetent. I really just thought that like I wasn't that girl. And there are other issues that played into that, but I will say this. A major issue was that I was not maximizing the 24 hours in the day that I had. I was using a large chunk of that to lay in the bed and pity myself. Cry me a fucking river, Bria. Is Beyonce crying over? No, she's not. I heard that she does give herself a day to get over things and then she's over it. So that's what we're gonna have to do. And I'm not downplaying like mental health issues or depression because baby, I've been there, I wrote the book. Okay, but at some point you have to decide what you're going to do. And what you're going to do is take control of the 24 hours God gave you. Here's what I wanna start with. This might come as a surprise to you, but I have a theory that lack of time management correlates quite nicely with clutter. So what I've noticed in my life is that a clear space is a clear mind. I usually have to allot time in my day to clean every single day, to get those little daily chores out of the way. And I like to do it in the morning because I like to work. I want to do my podcast. I don't want to see dishes in the sink. You know, I took care of that this morning. Who do you think did that? A magic elf? No, I did it. Part of time management is allotting yourself time to manage your life, to manage your environment. I really do believe that your environment is reflective of what's going on here. And as an ADHD girly, it's so true for me. When I am disorganized and my environment is disorganized, I'm missing things mentally. I'm missing meetings. I'm late. I'm not as punctual. I'm sloppy. I'm a little bit sloppy. So this might sound like it has nothing to do with time management, but you guys have got to get a better grip on your environment. Now, let me finish. Well, why does it matter if I make my bed or clean my room, Bria? That has nothing to do with time management. It actually does. It actually does, because when you understand that you need to create a system in your life, not just like a one-time deal, you'll understand that everything is connected. Everything makes you better. Everything makes you more productive. Everything makes you more efficient. If I need to find like a charger for my phone, but my room is a mess and now I have to flip my room upside down and I'm searching for a charger for 20 minutes, oops, there goes 20 minutes. So it's not just let me clean up, it's let me organize my environment and my house and my life to where I can find things easily so that I can live a more efficient life, so that I can be more productive. Knowing where things are in your house is essential to being a productive person. And if you're not at that step yet, no shade, no tea. There's nothing wrong with that, but like, let's try to become that. Let's see how we can organize our life. And organization is not forever. Listen, I clean my house every single day, and I think most organized people would say the same. It gets dirty, but some of us are willing to clean it. Some of us are willing to just let it stay there. That's your thing. Sometimes at night, I'm way too tired to clean. I like to do mine in the morning. So I'd rather wake up early and do like a 30-minute mad dash clean through my apartment rather than at night. And AJ's kind of like the night shift guy, so he'll tidy up things at night and then I'll just do whatever's not done in the morning. You have to figure out what works for you because it really makes a huge difference in the quality of your life and productivity. I feel like this is just getting lower and lower because AJ messed with this microphone and now it won't stay up. Rule number 2, make your husband watch this video too. Wasting my time with this microphone. Just kidding. So that clutter is making you less productive. That clutter is technically, lack of time management makes us ugly because if I gotta look for my makeup and I can't find my lip liner, well, I'm not feeling like myself if I don't have my lips on, okay? You know how it is. Clean up. Clean your room. Clean your fucking room. Here's the thing. I'm also a believer in like feng shui. I haven't researched it, but I know the premise of it is energy flows throughout your environment a certain way. And I really do believe that like clutter holds on to energy because everything is energy. And there will be times when I feel like I have to purge, like literally purge my entire apartment, because being an influencer, so grateful to get PR and everything, but excess is very real. And I'm not an excess person. I try to live like a balanced, somewhat in between minimal and not life. But if I have more than I can consume, that's not a healthy environment for me. So that's why I do giveaways all the time, by the way, with like beauty PR in my broadcast channel on Instagram. So you should definitely go follow my Wait, are you not following me on Instagram? Are you kidding me right now? We've been talking like this and you don't follow me on Instagram. Should I be offended? I'm kind of offended. But no, come follow me on Instagram, because on my broadcast channel, you have to follow the broadcast channel separately. I do like private giveaways because the broadcast channel besties are like, it's like an extra step I know that you have to take, and I appreciate it. And they're usually like more engaged on my content, and I appreciate it. So I like to send out makeup to them. I'm giving away a Dyson product soon, so I would do that sooner than later. I'll wait to share that. I'll give you a day to go join the broadcast channel before I do the Dyson giveaway. Okay. So yes, clutter is going to make you a better person, and like getting rid of this stagnant, stale energy is going to create a better flow in your environment, which is in turn going to make you better internally. And when you're better internally, you are hotter, you are faster, you are stronger, you're just better. Another thing we're going to do with structuring our day and managing our time is we are going to invest in ourselves every single day of the week. I don't care if it's a workout. I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's you sitting on your couch reading a book, drinking tea, watching the sunrise. I really don't care. I just need you to give yourself 30 minutes a day. And yes, you can. I know you mamas out there like, I can't do that. My kid is literally watching me wipe my butt. I bet it's true. I bet it's true. But I think we can push ourselves to be creative. Maybe incorporate them in some way to invest in themselves. Like, can we be the example for the kids? Because mama has to fill her cup before she can fill all of y'all's. I really believe it's something you should push for, something you should really, really try to make happen on a daily basis, and make it known in your household that you get those 30 minutes uninterrupted and nobody gets to talk to you. It might take a little bit of effort, you know what I'm saying? If that's not your norm, it might take that. But this is why you clicked into the video, because a little discomfort is going to pay off in the end. And the discomfort doesn't last forever. You know, training your household to respect the boundary of you investing in yourself every day might be a little uncomfortable at first because they're just not used to it. But the discomfort will pay off, because an investment in yourself will pay off not only for you, but for everybody in your household. And then they'll understand that, and hopefully you can set an example for everyone to do the same. I don't care if it's 30 minutes, maybe that's your workout. You do an hour workout, it doesn't matter, but at least 30 minutes to invest in your day. And sometimes that means waking up early. For me personally, waking up early has always been the secret sauce, because everyone else is still sleeping. Another great hack for the mamas, I know you do need your 8 hours of sleep, and we're gonna get there, but if it is possible for you to get up a tad bit before your household, I think that that is honestly the best thing for you to ground yourself and be able to have like a moment of silence. Sounds heavenly. I can't recommend it enough. I hope that's something that you guys can work into your schedule. It has to be a non-negotiable. And here's the thing, you will do what you make a non-negotiable. That's the other thing. I used to work out at this gym, and I would do these 6 a.m. workouts with my personal trainer, and there would be this group that would come work out at the exact same time, and they were all millionaires that had invested in the gym. So they like partially owned the gym or whatever, and I would work out while they were working out, and they would do like their thing, like a group thing, and I was doing like personal training. Anyways, my point with this is when I would go in and park my car, which at the time I was driving my cutie Corolla, which miss her, love her, Esmeralda was her name. The parking lot was literally filled with money. It was like everybody drove a G-Wagon, a Range Rover, like some kind of nice sports car. And this was like I called them the Millionaires Club, because I was just like, oh, the Millionaires Club is here. Because they would be there from like 5:30 to 6:30. They would be there before me. But I always took note of that for some reason. That really stuck with me, because I was like, I know that obviously they're all really successful. And to be frank with you, they were all probably like my parents' age, maybe a little bit younger, like 50s, 60s. They were more fit than a majority of people my age and younger. Very, very fit individuals, and clearly very successful, and just like had their shit together. I could appreciate it, I could respect it, and as someone who needs to have a visual of the things that I want to achieve, I felt like it was an essential part to their story that every day they showed up at 5:30 to work out for an hour, because I knew that that was their investment in themselves. And I don't know what they do for a living. They probably have a lot going on if they're up that early to work out, but it always resonated with me that if these people are doing it, I could definitely do it. And like I said in the beginning of this video, if you want to be a little bit better than the general population and stand out in ways, you have to do the thing that most people aren't doing. You have to be the outlier, and those people are definitely the outlier, because to make a 5:30 a.m. workout, you're probably waking up at like 4:45, 5 a.m. to get to the gym in time. Most people, if they don't have to, are going to sleep in, and you should sleep in. I'm not saying that means you're going to be more successful, but I am saying I could tell from this that they were managing their time in a way to say, hey, I might have a busy day, being a millionaire and everything, but I'm going to make the time for myself to get this workout in, to make myself feel good so that I can go through my day and be better. So that's my point with the invest in yourself. It really is an investment in yourself that pays off in such a big way. It's gonna pay off, you're gonna see it in your work, you're gonna see it in your relationships, and you're gonna see it in yourself. Personally, I like to get movement at the start of my day, and the way that I've seen that work in my life is, well, you guys know I've been on my fitness journey. I lost some excess fat that was making me feel insecure. I gained my energy. I was able to balance my hormones, just like overall heal my body in so many ways by making movement such an essential part of my routine, to where now it is a non-negotiable, unless I'm on my period. That's my little note myself, because I listen to my body. But it has made such a difference in conjunction with taking care of myself and changing my lifestyle. So I definitely think you should do the same. We have to get 8 hours of sleep, my girlies. Another part of like being able to function at your highest self, being able to be like your most energized, hot, productive self, means that you have to give your body what it needs to do that. A lot of you want to like be America's Next Top Model, but like you're getting 2 hours of sleep. You're up scrolling the internet. Like you're not helping yourself help yourself. Does that make sense? 8 hours of sleep is like the bare minimum for women who have hormones. Like that's just what we need for our bodies to replenish every day, to function every day. We need healthy periods. We need to have all these things lined up. And if we can't give ourselves proper rest, how can we expect to feel our best? When you feel your best, you will look your best, you will be better. It's a little cause and effect here, right? When I don't get sleep properly, I am my worst self. Okay, let me just give you an example. So we went to Disney. If you follow my Instagram, you probably saw. We went to Disney, so excited. I got to take my brother, sister, and AJ. This is our second brand trip with them, so it was so fun. But let me be real. I got no sleep on that trip, because let's just say my family members sound like a band. We got some trumpet noises, we got some trombone noises. We have every instrument that you could possibly need. So every night at about 2 a.m., I'm just like staring at the ceiling, like, it's fine. And it's only a few days, guys, so tough it out. Like, we had so much fun at Disney, I don't even care. But I will say this, I was in the worst mood when I got back. So much so to that I couldn't see straight. And on top of that, I was PMSing. So the no sleep mixed with PMS and like walking around hot Disney World on about 4 hours of very light sleep, it caught up to me. So I was a bit cranky when I got back, right? And it's so funny. I have the best manager. She reads me so well, and she's in New York, and she calls me and she's like, hey, like you have an opportunity to do this thing. And mind you, it was like a very cool opportunity. And I was like, no, I can't do it. Like very unlike me. To the point that she like calls me immediately and she's like, I just think you would really regret this. She's like, you sound very not yourself, which is a very nice way of just like, give it to me straight. Like I'm being a bitch right now. But I was so tired, and it really distorted my reality. And it made me think like how some people live like that every single day. I was irritated with everything. I also felt really insecure about myself because it was like right before my period, but also just because I was so limited on sleep that I was like, ugh, the bloat. my world's ending. Like it just, it really was never that deep. But when you have no sleep, everything is that deep. I was just crying for no reason. So I knew that like I really needed to catch up on my rest. And go figure, like 3 days later, after I kind of rebounded from the trip and finally got like consistent 8 hours of sleep, I was like, you know what, I am kind of cute. I just had a bad attitude. I actually am really excited that I'm doing this opportunity now, and I'm glad we didn't turn it down. It really just clouded up my reality. My point with this is saying, getting an essential amount of sleep is so crucial to like you having clarity about how you perceive things, clarity on decisions you need to make, clarity on how you view yourself, even your confidence. If you're irritated, low on energy, you're probably going to be like, oh my God, like I'm not as cute. Yes, you are. Go to sleep and wake up. Give yourself, you know, those 8 hours. It's like the easiest thing you could do for yourself if you can get your sleep together. And if you can't, it's worth going to the doctor, because sleep is the foundation of so much, not just with your body, but with your mind, with your spirit, with everything. The only people that should be not having to go to the doctor for this are people who just had a newborn. You're off the hook. God bless you. Anybody else, you need to get that taken care of. Go see someone, go see a sleep specialist. It's worth investing the money to, because like you can't replace sleep with anything but sleep, baby. You gotta go sleep. You gotta go night-night. Creating a solid night routine has really helped me to have better sleep, to where it's kind of like a 2-hour ritual before bed, where I get in bed, I like to dilly-dally. I like to scroll the internet for a little bit. Then I like to maybe listen to like a motivating video, something I want to fall asleep to, or sometimes I just put on music. I'll even do like a lymphatic massage on myself. If I'm really struggling, ASMR. Yeah, you didn't know that about me. ASMR, darling, can we do a collab? That would be so funny. But no, I pull out ASMR as like an emergency thing for me. But I stumbled upon like an ASMR darling video like in 2018. I was like, what is this? Like so judgy at first. And then I'm like, it's like she hypnotized me. And like I wake up with my phone, like my hand right here and my phone in my lap, and it's just playing, and my head is like, so then AJ would laugh at me because he'd come in the bedroom and I'd have like ASMR darling on, and I'm like, so just find your thing that like makes you fall asleep. I love books, but I'm more of an audiobook girl. And if I read like a hard copy book, I can get through like 3 pages at nighttime. I don't know what it is. It just makes me fall asleep. Like I can't read at night. That's great for me if I need to go to sleep. You just gotta find your little tricks, but it's important. Now let's do kind of like a fire rapid of the things that you are doing that you need to maximize your time with. So for example, we gotta learn how to finish an entire task before darting to things. This is Miss ADHD chiming in to tell you this. Complete a task. Don't just start the laundry, or okay, that's not fair. Don't start folding the laundry and then walk away. Fold the laundry, put the laundry away. Task done. Now, if you wash one day and then dry another day like I do, that's hard though, because I walked away, I forgot about it. But anyways, you should probably do your laundry in a day. We don't realize that the distractions are preventing us from maximizing those hours in the day. But when you're darting over here to do like 30 other things and never completing a task, the to-do list never gets small. And I'm a very big gratification girly. So for me, I'm just now switching over to the reminder app in the iPhone. But I used to use the Notes app because I like to check things off. I'm a checklist girl. But the reminder app is even better because when you check it off, it disappears. So satisfying if you're kind of like a gratification person. And it really gives you a sense of empowerment and accomplishment when you see the task go away. So I love to fill like my reminders app with every little thing I need to do at the start of the day, even if it's like text so-and-so, or even if it's like make bed, because just the act of checking it off and seeing it go away gets me excited to do it again. It gets me like addicted to completing more tasks. And it keeps me on track too. So if I am distracted for whatever reason, I can be like, oh, I still never finished that. Let me go back to this thing so I can check it off my list. So definitely use the Reminders app. Very good hack. And that's another thing I want to mention is actually plan your day. Whether you do this at the top of your day or the night before, it's really important to have a clear look of what do you have going on today. This is what I used to do, just like wake up and like vibe out. Like, what am I going to do today? You waste so much time with the whole guessing game of what needs to be done that day and what you need to do, as opposed to just having an outline, and it gives your brain one less thing to figure out because you've already written it out. So now you just need to like execute. I prefer to do it at nighttime because my mind usually wants to race at night. So I'll just like dump it all in my reminders app, and then it clears my head so that I'm like, okay, I'm good. I have it all written down. I know what my day looks like tomorrow. I know what my priorities are. I can actually fully rest right now. It's also really essential that you become a calendar person. So in conjunction with the reminders app, make sure that you're putting all of your appointments and events, birthdays, just things you really need to remember in the calendar app. This is something I'm still trying to get better at. But I put this little widget on my phone. Let me see if I can show you. You can set up on the iPhone, you can put your calendar widget on your home screen if that's something you want to do. Some people might not want to do that. I have mine like hidden so that when I swipe to the left, I can see my calendar widget. It's just a little bit easier to like have a snapshot of my day on my phone, like, okay, this is what I need to do, here's where I need to be at what time. But for me, it's true, if it's not on the calendar, it really does not exist. So it really takes you taking accountability, and like when someone says, hey, can we get dinner on this day or whatever, get in the habit of putting it in your calendar app. Because I've had so many incidents where I forget or I simply don't show up to something, and I think those moments have been so soul crushing for me that I like become addicted to my calendar. One thing I hate doing is wasting other people's time. I feel so bad about it, and I've done it like a couple of times, and every time was because it wasn't in my calendar. Yeah. And I just feel really bad about that because I really don't want anyone to think I don't value their time. I really do. Sometimes I'm sloppy. And then another thing that really helps is setting alarms. This might be a little bit like overkill because if it's in your calendar, then like you have it there. But there will be times when I'm so fixated on my work that I won't realize, oh, I have a meeting in 20 minutes. And to be fair, I am actually immune to notifications. I don't know if that's just because I have a social media job, so notifications mean nothing to me. I need an actual alarm. So if I know I have 3 meetings that day, I set an alarm for 5 minutes before all of those meetings. So I give myself about 5 minutes to run and grab my computer and jump on. That has really helped. It's not just about maximizing your time, but it's about maximizing other people's time and like respecting other people's time. And here's the thing, because if I miss a meeting, for example, well, now we have to reschedule and I've wasted everybody's time. You know what I'm saying? It's still benefiting you, but also you need to respect other people's time. So let's recap here. You're going to have to time block. So have you heard the phrase time blocking? Time blocking is going to help you set your day up. So everybody from this point in this video needs to write down a rough time block of their day. And you need to include, when are you going to invest in yourself? Where are those 30 minutes going to go? Where are those 8 hours going to go when you need to get your 8 hours of sleep? How much of your day needs to be allotted to work? How much of your day needs to be allotted to cleaning your environment? These are the essentials in managing your time. And then how are we going to make sure we're not distracted? Some of this is just like things you're going to have to figure out on your own. I think another video that we can do is a video on how to limit distractions, because I do have some good tips when it comes to staying focused and staying on track. So let me know if you want that video. But when we're looking at the pie chart, these are the things that are going to help us take better ownership of our day, because we are maximizing our time and we're being more intentional about what we're doing in these blocks, to where when you finish these things, now you're going to have that extra time to be with family, be with friends, do your social things, do fun things, or just be alone at home and rest. Like, you're going to have the time to do these things when you're actually being efficient and managing your time better. With the remainder of your time too, this is important. You're going to do, and we talked about this in another video, you're going to do either hell yes activities or you're not going to do them. So what does that mean? If your friend calls you and is like, hey, want to do happy hour on Thursday, and you're really not in the mood for happy hour, it's got to be a hell yes or a no. So if you're not, hell yes, I want to go to happy hour, tell her, sorry, I can't. This Monday's or this Thursday's not gonna work. Maybe we can do something later. It's okay to turn down plans, because the thing with time is that it's also energy. When you're expending your energy in places that you're not excited about, that is draining. It's draining you of that time currency. Time is currency, remember that. So you need to be particular about that. And in turn, I want you to watch when you actually do these things and get more particular about how you spend your time, how you manage your time, how you invest in yourself, how you organize your day. Watch how you change as a person. Literally, take a picture before you start doing this. You will inevitably start looking better. I guarantee you, you will inevitably be better. You'll have more clarity. You will make better decisions. Your life will improve on so many levels because you have the tools to manage your time better. It's a small thing to change in your life, and it's really not that big of a difference. You're making tweaks throughout your day that are going to make a massive difference. I'm living proof of someone who has had to figure it out. And I'm not even gonna cap with you guys. It took me years, and it still takes time to adjust with, because every year, every month is different. I have more responsibilities than I had when I first started this job. Managing my time then looked a lot different. I'm also gonna have to adjust when I have kids, but I know the foundation of what I need to be successful, so I have to figure out what will work. And we can do that because there are so many people in the world with so many different situations that have made it work. So we're no different. We can do the same too. And by the way, we are extraordinary. We are outliers. We're going to do things even if they're a little bit uncomfortable because it's worth the payoff. So I hope this helps you guys out with your time management. And I would love to know if you guys have any tips on how to better manage your time. Leave them in the comments. You know the drill. 75K Club. Don't forget to say what's up. And if you're already here, you might as well subscribe. So just hit that button and know we're here all the time, every Monday. You can listen on Spotify, Apple, YouTube, wherever you want to hang out. I'm here. I'm here for you, baby. All right, I'll see you guys on Monday. I had to stop eating like I have free healthcare. Point blank, period. Here's the thing. Now that we're getting into the nitty-gritty about really having a full 180 change as it relates to your lifestyle and diet so that you can feel your absolute best and look your absolute best, we have to dive a little bit deeper into the relationship with food that you have. Now, for me, a very, very pivotal point of starting to heal my relationship with food was understanding the relationship that I had with food, which simply was not healthy. It was not healthy, but I had to ask myself, where did this come from? And what I came to terms with is that a majority of my beliefs around food and my relationship with food was not something that I instilled in myself. It was marketed to me. It was sold to me. I was, and still am to a degree, brainwashed by society, enough so to the point that it has affected how I put food in my mouth, how much food I put in my mouth. It's ridiculous and it's sad, to be fair. And if you're a woman of any sorts, you're gonna be a target for it. If you're a woman in America, you're definitely a target for it. I can guarantee you. I remember the first time I became visibly aware of my body. Like, I became aware of my weight. I was 12 years old and I was watching America's Next Top Model and they were doing weigh-ins. And I was like, wow, like, you know, if I want to be a model, I need to probably go see how much I weigh. Oh my God, this is so fucking sad to say out loud. I've never said this out loud, but I literally went and weighed myself when I was like 12 years old. I don't even remember how much I weighed, but I obviously was a healthy child. Like, nothing would have been that bad. And mind you, I had just heard like the weights of models who are like 5, 11, 6 foot. And let me just say their numbers were very close to mine. So I remember being like, oh no, like I know that I'm short right now. If I want to be a model, I'm going to have to lose some weight. I hate to tell you this, but after that, I started doing workouts. At 12 years old, my mom had a little VHS of Paula Abdul's Get Up and Dance workout. I can literally still do every single dance from that video. So fucking random. I would get up every single day. I mean, I've been crazy for a while. I've been a determined ass bitch for a while. In my brain, it was so simple. It was, if I want something, then I'm gonna do it. But what I didn't realize is that I was being sold something that was just not right. It just was not right. Okay. And I started working out at 12 years old to a like 90s workout cardio dance video by Paula Abdul, which is very fun, by the way. I have the DVD copy somewhere, and every now and then I'll like do it because it's nostalgic, and maybe that's weird and twisted because of the reasoning, but that's real. And I'm sure many of you have stories similar to mine when you probably became very aware of yourself. I remember I didn't think about myself in that capacity. I didn't think of my appearance. I didn't think of my looks. I did not think of how people were perceiving me. until that moment. And then thereafter, it was like a big dark cloud over me constantly. So the reason these videos are important to me, like I know no one asked, but I know we are talking so much about wellness lately, and it's important to me because I understand the undoing that has to be done later in life if you want to take control of your life. And that's where I'm at. And I'm just sharing with you what's working for me. And a big piece of that was realizing my relationship with food, understanding that I have to work against society to have a healthy relationship with food. I have to work against being marketed to take control of my life and my health, which is crazy to say out loud. We're gonna dive into this today because this is a really, really heavy one, and it's a very helpful one. If you are really looking to be free from all this bullshit and just get down to the basics of being healthy, being a fit, happy person. And yes, it's okay to make aesthetic goals, but we're gonna do it in a healthy way, okay? Cheers to that, baby. Hello and welcome to the Because I Love You podcast. My name's Bria. This is my banana maple smoothie that I've been fixated on. I posted about this on Instagram stories, and I just want to let you guys know I'm very excited because now we have a group chat where I do share these recipes. There's group chats where we can talk about fertility, period stuff, like the girls, anything the girls want to talk about, we have it. It's on my Patreon, and I have a free tier and I have a paid members tier as well. In the paid members tier, you have access to like recipes and the more like nitty gritty things, and that's where all the group chats are. I wanted to make you guys a free group chat. There is no way to do it on Patreon though. I'm sorry. So if you want to be in the group chats, you do have to pay, but we're doing fun stuff like there's challenges. The challenge coming up for July is we are going to cook at home. It's the cook at home challenge. Okay, so for I think I said like 28 days out of the month, we're trying to cook at home, something like that. It leaves you like 4 days or so to actually socialize, go out and eat whatever you want, of course. But the whole point is that we really push ourselves to get creative in the kitchen this month. So I'm very excited about it. If you want to be a part of that, come join the paid members. It's called Healthy Hotties because the fuck, that's what we are. And I'm very excited. I'll put it all below for you. And then there is a free tier if you're interested in getting 10,000 steps with us every single day and having that accountability and just like talking about creative ways that you're getting those 10K steps. We also have a free tier where every day I post a daily step check-in and we help each other out and we support each other. It's very exciting, it's very fun. So that's free. Come join. I've only missed 1 day so far, which I had a little bit of food poisoning, but your girl is back. Already got 10,000 today, period. This banana maple smoothie has 30 grams of protein. It's delicious. It tastes like banana bread, if you ever had that. It's like maple-y though. I've already posted the recipe, so don't worry about it. But I'll be posting more recipes too. And of course, this is all like encompassed in what we talk about here. So it's nice because we have a place where we can support each other. We can talk about things, and it's just